Today on inCARnation, we're in an MGB. Completely original, untouched, isn't it, David? No, absolutely bog standard.
Absolutely. Original colour,
yeah.
Original engine.
Well, it looks like it is.
It does. That's the trick.
But it's not. Roll credits. When I was a teenager, I bought an MGB soft top, as you do. Mustard yellow. I painted it red, not very well, as you do. Back then it was a desirable classic sports car, but half a century later, not so much a classic as just an old man's car. It didn't take me long to realise that, fun as it wasn't actually a great performer, and it wasn't very reliable either. A little over 10 years old, but it already had rust. It creaked and groaned and didn't handle very well at all, with its skinny tyres, leaf springs in the rear, overly soft lever arm shocks up front, and lots of chassis flex. It sounded raughty enough, but the little four-cylinder motor was woolly, low revving and not much grunt. Nonetheless, a pretty fun car, as long as you didn't want to go terribly fast. But then the gearbox broke, and it had to come out, twice. I kept it only about a year, and I sold it for $2,000, double what I paid. Hooray! If not for all the repair costs, I might have broken even, but I didn't. 40 years later, most MGBs will by now have rusted into oblivion, but you can still buy a decent survivor for less than 20 grand. Or one in concourse condition for about 40 grand. But I have to say, if you do want a fun driver's car, a pristine early MX-5 is a much smarter idea. Cheaper and just a better car in every way. But hey, some people still love their Bs. So why, you might ask, would anyone spend thousands of hours creating a modern remake of an MGB that still looked just like a 60s MGB, but under the skin was vastly improved in every way? And that's what this is, essentially a brand new car. It's called the Abingdon Australia MGB, and it's made by the Modern Classic Cars Foundation here in Sydney. But is there any market for such a car? Who would buy one when the cost to build it is many times, perhaps 5 times the cost of a concourse grade original? Fair question. Well, maybe you have to look at someone like Singer for the answer. Porsche 911 reimagined by Singer. Basically tarted up air-cooled 911s costing, as a bare minimum, $1 million US. Some of them $2 million. Is there any demand? Well, at the moment there's a 3-year waiting list for the cheapest one. Or how about an E-Type Jag rebuilt by Eagle in the UK for about £400,000? Glorious recreations. Yes, there is a market for resto-mod classics. But a ground-up resto-mod MGB? Not quite so sure. So for potential buyers, I think the proof is in the test drive. At the end of the day, if you go for a concourse original car, you'll still find that it drives like what it is, a cantankerous 60s relic. Whereas this one, well, essentially it's a high-performance modern car. So fair to say, not like an MGB at all. Sounds pretty raughty.
Yeah, so the original Mazda in this one,
Yep.
pull it apart,
Yep.
new crank, new cam. It's one of the few engines that are readily available to purchase from the dealer. Yeah, most car companies won't sell their brand new motors.
Okay. As a choice of a motor for this car, you said it's a good fit because it's got plenty of power.
Perfect.
Lightweight.
Yep. We can tune it from just under 200 to just over 300 normally aspirated.
It's okay. What did the original MGB have? It was a B Series 1800, wasn't it?
So B Series 1800, 100 horsepower at the flywheel.
Yeah.
I think they used something different to measure it
Yeah.
back then.
Oh yeah. It was optimistic, was it?
I think so. Downhill on it with a wind behind you.
You could say, what's wrong with the original MGB? Why didn't you just leave it original? Well, where do we start, eh?
Where do we start? Yes.
Oil leaks?
Oil leaks, and it's a problem not with old MGs, it's a problem with all old cars. You know, you have in the garage your old 60s MG, Mustang, Alpha, whatever the case may be, and next to it is your brand new car. You want to go and grab a coffee or go down the pub or go and get a loaf of bread. Driving the old car is a pain.
Yep.
You know, you've got to try and start it. It runs like a pig till it gets warm. And the 2-minute drive just isn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
So you take the new car, and all new cars are fantastic.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether it's a $20,000 MG or a $500,000 something or other.
Yeah.
They're all great.
Yeah. Okay. I see the rationale.
Yeah.
But it doesn't come cheap. I can see this is a far more than just, oh, let's just swap the motor out and away you go.
Yeah, it's a complete build from ground up. I mean, essentially, from the original car, we use the body, the dashboard fascia, and the diff housing. Everything else on the car is new.
I saw that rear subframe you've made, completely gone to the leaf springs.
Yes.
You've got new pickup points, hole arms. You've done a lot of work on the engineering. Was it hard to get that all certified?
It was a challenge to get it all certified. The certification in each state is slightly different.
Oh yeah.
So we picked the most difficult one and tested it to that. Subframe, again, is modified, so need to be structurally tested.
Yep.
We had to put, I think, 11.5 or 12 tonne of load through that to prove that it was...
done a lot. Right, so the basic specs of this particular car, 200 horsepower or thereabouts?
Basic unit starts at 200, goes up to 300. Choice of 5-speed gearbox or 6-speed gearbox.
Okay, what's this one?
This is the 6-speed. Rear suspension both have the leaf springs gone and adjustable coilovers.
Yep.
The lower horsepower engines have a 5-link rear end. The higher horsepower engines have a 6-link.
It rides like a modern car. It's firm, but I'm not hearing all the bangs and clunks. What have you done regarding body rigidity? Because my old one creaked and groaned and flexed and the doors were bad. And
yep. Body's taken back to bare metal. We stitch weld the whole body and then weld in a few plates at suspension points, pickup points to stiffen it up. And the GT or the hardtop version is stiffer again.
Okay.
And really is a good car to
So you really have engineered the thing. All this doesn't come cheaply, I can tell. I mean, I'm looking at it, the quality, the trim, everything's been redone.
Yes, so there's 7, most of the builds have 7 cowhides in them. Quite a lot for a little car.
Yep.
Quite a time-consuming thing. The boot space alone takes 5 days to do.
Wow. Wow, just the boot. All right, all this comes at a cost.
Cost?
I have to ask.
Cost is a lot for an MG. Base price starts about 180. Most of them end up in the mid 200s.
Wow.
Some creep up to 3. But it is possible to tick all the bells and whistles for the V8 with the wide body and the Nitron suspension and the intake system. We're getting into the 400s.
Wow. Have you sold any of those?
No.
Some modicum of common sense and they go, this is fine.
This is nice, yeah. Build prices vary so much because we give the customer such a big variety of what they want to do.
I see we've got electric windows.
Electric windows, central locking.
Do we have air conditioning?
We have air conditioning.
Really?
We have air conditioning. Heated seats, lumbar supported seats. This one even has a heated feet pad for the passenger so their feet don't get cold on those chilly days. Lumbar supported seats. So the seats are a modified NA MX-5. MX-5 seat has a tombstone type shape to it.
Yeah.
So we cut the tombstone off and fit a separate headrest so they look like an old seat. Okay,
that's better. I've got a bit more rake now.
Yep.
The viewer can see I'm much more comfortable. Hello, viewer. It's a resto-mod. Would you call it a resto-mod when it actually looks the same?
Yes.
The only thing from outside, you look at the wheels and you go, oh, they're not the wire wheels, and there's a reason for that. I mean, you can do them, and you saw you do them.
Yep.
But these Le Mans racing style wheels, knockoffs, look really, really good.
They do. They add to the character of the car. They give it that little boy racer nod, and they are a more practical wheel for the road conditions and the horsepower that we're putting through the car.
The old wire wheels don't like getting 300 horsepower through them.
No, they don't.
Or potholes.
Or potholes. Don't like potholes at all.
Yeah.
And with the modern brakes, keeping them clean is also a challenge.
Yeah. You'd think it'd be a fairly limited market for a car like this, because a lot of MG purists are thinking, oh no, it's a Frankenstein car.
Yes.
So I get it. It looks like an MGB. It is an MGB.
Yes.
It's not a modern Chinese-made MGB.
Nope.
Although when I arrived this morning, you said, a real MG.
Real MG.
What is a real MG?
I have no idea. MGs have been fiddled with since time. I mean, the original MGs were fiddled with Morris. So there's not much point saying that you can't fiddle with an MG.
I heard you were going to put an ad in a certain club magazine.
Yes. Yep.
And you got a bit of pushback.
We did, yeah. Their argument was that an old car is an old car.
Don't mess with it.
Don't mess with it. Our philosophy is that person is probably living in a 1910 house in Paddington.
Yeah.
That has air conditioning, the internet, a big screen TV, an air fryer. You know, you don't want to live in a 1920s house with a toilet out the back, no electricity.
I take your point.
Yeah.
People can love it, people can hate it.
Yep.
Good, I'll tell you what I do love in your workshop. That blue MGA. Oh
Yes.
my God.
That's a treat. Yep. We're very proud of that one. I mean, the best a modern car company can do now is try and redesign an old car. Toyota are doing it again with the Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, Volkswagen have done it with the old V-Dub, and we've got good old Mini.
Yep.
So big car companies are happy to cash in on it.
Yep. I mean, the MG Cyberster is a really interesting car.
It's a great car.
We reviewed it. I don't know if you saw our review on the channel.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. Seat position didn't go low enough, so we weren't in a proper sports car position. But as a driver's car, my God, what a car. It was really good.
It's an MG of today. There's no point arguing about it doesn't look like this or it's not that. It is today.
And this is equally an MG of today.
Yes, yeah.
It's got a nice raughty exhaust note though. That matches, doesn't it?
Yes, what the customer wants. Again, with the tune, if they want it to backfire and spit, we can do that. If they want it just to be a cruiser, yeah, we can do that. But our main goal is when you sit in this car, you think you're in an old MG.
Yep, you do. Excellent. The one that's not going to end the day on the back of a flatbed truck.
Well, let's not hope. But not many MGs can do that. Look, everyone loves an old car until they drive it.
It does burble along very nicely, just like an MGB, kind of. It's not quite the same engine note, but it's not
quite
far
the
off.
same engine. So.
You can give me any engine note I want.
But yeah, we can drop it down a couple.
That's entirely appropriate. I smell rubber. They're only skinny little 205s on the back, you know, mate.
Well, they are, but yeah.
Mind you, that's wider than standard. You've had to roll the guards out just a tiny bit.
Yeah, so we've rolled the inner lip and just pumped the guards out about 10 mil. So
that's not cheap to do that and make it look so nice.
No, it's not. And again, it's all about those subtle changes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, keeping it looking right. You know, we don't want to put big fat guards on it.
No.
Then it loses its character.
Still 195s on the front.
Correct.
And slightly different front to rear.
Yep.
Just because it looks right.
Just right. Gives it a nice proportion. Looks nice from the back. Does give us that little bit of extra traction, but no, more a aesthetic thing.
And the brakes are seriously upgraded, I can see.
So the back brakes are solid rotors and the sliding caliper, similar to that's on the Golf.
Yep.
Front brakes are 4-pot alloy calipers with vented slotted discs on the front. They're purpose built for the B, so they bolt straight onto the uprights.
What are the actual shock absorber brand? What are they?
So two are available. Standard ones are AVO from the UK, and then the upgrade is Nitron.
Okay.
Brand Nitron do the OEM stuff for Lotus.
Adjustable for bump and rebound.
Correct.
And stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, 3-stage, 2-stage heated seats. Great for that chilly morning with the roof down.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, you sit in it, still feels like an MG.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, the stereo still looks like an old stereo. Yet it has Bluetooth compatibility, it has DAB in it. Gauges are printed in the original font, printed with numbers on them that suit the car.
Yep.
So red lines at 7.5 instead of 5.
Yeah, and it really does pull. Open differential still, or is it limited slip diff?
Quaife limited slip. Yep.
I figured you were going to say that.
Yep. And they also get to enjoy the build process.
Yeah.
Get to come and visit us, see how the car's coming along, choose the myriad of colours, or even down to the stitching, colour and pattern in the seats.
David, thank you so much for showing us the MGB
Pleasure.
today. Abingdon AU, what did you say?
Yep.
Yeah, Abingdon AU MGB. And it hasn't been electrified, although you wouldn't be averse to that too if somebody asked.
There is one, don't worry.
Is there?
Yes. So yes, we can upset people too with an EV.
You're finding new ways to upset traditionalists all the time. Good
Yes,
on you.
it's a bit of a pastime. Until they drive one.
Yeah, having owned one, it's all the good things and none of the bad things.
Yeah, and look, yes, and it's a really hard thing. We can talk blue in them till we're blue in the mouth about
specs and
what it's like to drive, and
You gotta drive it.
until you get in it and drive it.
The front suspension, I remember, kind of felt a bit wayward. You always felt like you're on tenterhooks with the front. They weren't that grippy.
No, they understeered a lot. Yep, and we're a bit wobbly.
This just seems much more confidence-inspiring in the front.
Yep. So the old lever arms are gone. So we've now got, I guess, in modern terms, equal A arms, top and bottom, substantially stronger than what they were.
Yeah, those lever arms were shit.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
Panhard bar or Watts link to keep the back planted.
Yeah.
It does transform the car. As I said, we can talk to customers. I mean, you were lucky enough to earlier today, a couple come in and take it for a test drive.
Yeah. He came back going, oh my God, it
and
just
the
wants
smile
to
on their face when they come back is priceless.
So you think that'll translate into a sale?
Oh, let's hope so. Yep. They're all very long-term things. It's not the sort of thing that you just walk in and say, "Oh, I'll have one of those."
Yeah.
It is. The whole thing is a journey, from the initial consultation to taking it for a drive to having a think about it.
You like your work, don't you?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. How could I not? I get to drive old cars. I get to help young people on their career in the future.
Yeah.
And I get, hopefully, to keep the classic car thing going for years and years and years.
Fantastic. Look, there's one of those new shitty Chinese MGs down there.
Uh-oh.
That's a good shot. There we are. Up you, Chinese MG. David?
Thank you.
I love it.
Appreciated it.
Yeah.
Yep. And hopefully see you back to drive something else silly that we've got in the place.
Mate, you know I will.
So here we found a resto mod that looks like the original, but is far better than the original in every way. At the same time, it embraces all the good nostalgic things, including the design, but without any of the bad. So is there a market for such a car? Judging by the number of inquiries, it would seem so. Undoubtedly, there are wealthy people who want one, not to stick in a showroom, but hopefully to drive. So, is an Abingdon MGB still an MGB? Well, I would say yes. If it drove past you, there's nothing to indicate at first glance that it's not. Now, if a Porsche 911 reimagined by Singer drives past you, would you say that's a 911? I would say no. You'd say, wow, a Singer, holy crap. I suspect Singer cars with their 7-figure price point will most often spend their lives in collections, far from the street, which would be sad. Look, I was hugely impressed with what David's done, and I'd love you to watch the second video I made where I explore the Aladdin's Cave of the Modern Classic Cars Workshop. Why? The most important and surprising thing I'd like you to know is that these cars are being built not by a company, but by a not-for-profit charitable foundation. Modern Classic Cars.
Foundation.
Foundation. No longer just a business, it's a foundation.
Why? He recognised that the skills needed to build and maintain cars like these are being lost at an alarming rate. True panel beating, painting, upholstering, fabrication, mechanical and electrical skills. So the foundation's been set up to train apprentices without fees to learn these skills, so they don't get lost forever. So thanks for watching, and I would love you to look at the second video if you have time. It's been emotional.